For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 16 of the Liverpool career mode here on FIFA 15. Today we've got the transfer targets video for the first January transfer window we've reached so far in this series. Currently we're only looking for players in one position right now, however that may change further in the window should we be able to move on some of the fringe players in the squad. We currently have this as a budget, which isn't that much, but like I say, I am trying to move some players on, try and free up some extra funds. We'll have a look. We currently have Jose Enrique, Ricky Lambert and Glenn Johnson transfer listed. We can move all of those on, then we really will have a nice amount of money to play with. So, like I previously said, I'm looking for players only really in one position right now. Although once we get some money in, I might be able to open that spectrum up to bring in two players. I tweeted out on Twitter asking for some suggestions for central midfielders, which is the one main position I'm looking to buy in right now. You guys give me some suggestions from Twitter, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, you really should do, because you can have an instant impact on what happens in all of my series. So follow me on Twitter, there will be a link down below in the description, and we'll have a look. I've got some suggestions of my own in there, and some that you guys have asked for me to add in as well, and that's not the tab I wanted to go into. So we'll have a look at this shortlist. A few names in here that a lot of you will recognise. Perhaps a couple that are a little bit unorthodox, but you know, I don't like to go all out and sign the main ones, although Paul Pogba is on the list, but really not going to bring him in. I just put him on there because you guys asked for it. But we'll have a look through all of them, and like I say, some of them are still waiting to get squad reports back from, so we'll wait and see what the specific stats are for players like Morgan Schneidlin, but he would probably be a very, very good player for a holding mid alongside Steven Gerrard or Jordan Henderson. Gerrard is actually really starting to tire and age quite badly on FIFA right now. He's not performing for me this season, and his place in the squad is under threat. Obviously, in real life, questions over where he's going to end up next year, but right now, I'm thinking about replacing him in the first team, still having him on the bench in the squad, because he can still have an impact from the bench. But I'm looking for a first team replacement for Steven Gerrard right now. I know that's not what Liverpool fans might want to hear, but unfortunately that is the ugly truth. Morgan Schneidlin is the first player I'm looking at. We all know how good he is from the Barclays Premier League, and because we have players like Jordan Henderson and Joe Allen and Emre Can to sit alongside the other midfielder in our 4-2-3-1 formation, I am preferring someone who is slightly better on the defensive side of things, which is in fact Morgan Schneidlin out of everyone here. So you can see an already accomplished player, won't need any growth, and particularly impressive in the Premier League. Obviously rumoured to be leaving in real life as well, so we'll have to wait and see what happens on both fronts, both real life and FIFA career mode. Saul is a player we know a lot about already thanks to the Atletico Madrid career mode series we did earlier on in the year, and he is a very talented young man that can grow quite nicely as well. So I'm scouting him to try and find out what his stats look like right now, but he was a guy that impressed me when I was at Atleti earlier on in the year, and I would be interested in bringing him in. Miralem Pjanic unfortunately moved to Atletico in the opening transfer window, otherwise he would have been a shoo-in for that CDM role, or centre mid role, but he moved to Atletico recently, so I don't think we're going to be able to bring him in right now. £23.5 million they paid for him to bring him in from Roma, and I just cannot compete with this £14 million price tag right now either. So Pjanic is probably the main target, but unfortunately the main target is not necessarily the one that we're going to be able to get. Radja Nainggolan, the Belgian centre mid, also from Roma, is another player that is particularly well balanced when it comes to offensive and defensive side of games. So really intrigued to see what his particular stats look like and what he's actually going to be valued at. We'll have to wait and see when the scout report comes back. Enzo Perez is another player that's slightly more aged. He's 28 years of age, but still, like I say, same with Radja Nainggolan. Very well balanced both offensively and defensively when it comes to playing in that midfield role. Just recently got a move to Valencia in real life, I believe, from Benfica to the Spanish League in this particular January transfer window. I'm not sure whether that's a loan deal with a view to a permanent or whether it's a straight permanent deal. You have to let me know in the description, in the comments. I know obviously Rodrigo is currently at Valencia as well from Benfica, and I'm not sure whether that was a permanent or a loan deal either. So again, you have to confirm in the comments for me. Paul Pogba again is on the list, but really not looking to bring Paul Pogba in because he's the obvious one and everybody signs Paul Pogba, and I kind of want to be at least a little bit different. Obviously there's still very obvious names that are on this list, but I don't want to necessarily just go out and buy Paul Pogba straight away and then go and buy Rafael Varane as centre back and then go and buy Benzema up top. I like to mess things around a little bit. But Kevin Strootman is another guy we're looking at. I've not really played too much with him on FIFA in recent years, but he is a player that everybody seems to rate in that CEM role. And 24 years of age, still plenty of room for growth there. Not the fastest, I don't think, but stamina and strength would be very good for the Barclays Premier League, so perhaps we'll have to wait and see what his particular stats look like. A player that's more suited to the attacking side of things is Thiago Alcantara, of course, formerly of Barcelona, now at Bayern Munich, and 23 years of age. Obviously, normally a cam, normally plays in those forward positions, but has been played in real life as CDM at Bayern and done a very good job there. And he does have okay standing and sliding tackle stats for a player that you would really expect to be further up the pitch. So a potential in him. And then the final one is Marco Verratti, another player that I don't know too much about. Obviously seen a lot of hype around him at PSG and in the Italian national side in the past couple of years, but I've not seen too much of him play, and again, like I say, might have grown a little bit since the start of this particular series and season, so waiting to see what the scout report says about his stats in particular as well. But they are the centre mids I'm looking at right now to bring in. We should be able to bring in at least some of them would be available for the amount of money we have right now. It's just the wage budget that will be a bit of an issue. So if we can move out at least one of the players we've got on the transfer list, then hopefully we'll be able to bring someone else in. Because of course we do have players that are currently out on loan that can fill roles that we're lacking in right now. If we do move Ricky Lambert on, we'll only have two strikers, but Origi and Iago Aspas can fill those roles in this second season. Moving out a couple of defenders as well, most notably wing backs, but Antonio Rudiger can play at right back. We do have, of course, Thiago Ilori to come back at centre back, so that might help. Could play Rudiger at right back and then have Ilori at centre back. And Coates I'm probably going to move on anyway. Wide players we have an abundance of right now, and Asaidi will only add to that for the third season, or second season rather. We're only in the second season right now. Andre Wisdom is a wing back, but I don't like him, don't rate him, and he'll be moved on in the second season as well. And same with Ward and Ojo, although I might send Ojo back out on loan because he's only 17 years of age and might grow a little bit more. And then of course Manquillo will return to Atleti once his loan deal has finished. But there's still space in the squad, as you can see, top right, 38 of 42 slots filled. So there's still plenty of room to bring players in without losing anyone from the squad right now. But I do need to sell to buy, apparently, because we don't have that much of a decent transfer budget. But we'll be back in tomorrow's episode. We'll play the first two games in the transfer window. Like I say, in every opening window game, I only play 2 games per episode in the transfer window to make sure that we get all of the transfer footage into the videos for you. So we'll play Leicester and Palace tomorrow, and then the next day we'll play QPR and Aston Villa, and then we'll play Sunderland and QPR and have deadline day. But today is Tuesday, I believe you're going to see this on. I'm recording this Saturday afternoon, so I think you're going to see this Tuesday, because yesterday we had a squad report, so that will bring today's episode to a close. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Throw your suggestions to me on Twitter and in the comment section of this video, and I will take them all into account. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram and Facebook. All links will be in the description down below, as well as links to ufifa.com for Ultimate Team Coins, and g2a.com if you need any obviously PSN or Xbox codes or any PC games, or everything over there is heavily discounted, plus you get an extra discount when you use the code CHES as well on both G2A and UFIFA. But that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.